Hi, welcome to Pull Wisely. I'm Maddie Myers, and this week's Spotlight Review is Cognetic from Boom Studios, written by James Tynian IV with art by Eryk Donovan. This comic is a spiritual successor to a series called Mimetic by the same duo, which I haven't read. There is a psychic hive mind that takes over the city of New York, or I should say the residents of the city of New York, and convinces a whole bunch of people to fling themselves off the Empire State Building. And the art by Eryk Donovan pulls no punches when it comes to showing what that might look like. There are a lot of very spooky angles on display and creepy perspectives. So that's excellent, but also not not what I expected from the comic. Anyway, mostly the story revolves around our heroine, whose name is Annie. She works for the FBI. She's an assistant to a really skeezy boss who I hope we don't see much of. She is also married to a woman and has a daughter, which they introduce pretty quickly. Weirdly, the comic starts out with Annie getting out of bed wearing nothing but a bra and then taking a shower. Not exactly my favorite thing to see in a comic, but you know, it's an interesting way to approach the beginning of a story. And when I say interesting, I mean it wasn't interesting. The comic actually surprised me. I don't want to spoil the ending for anybody, especially since this is the first of a 3-part series, but it's over 40 pages long. It's not a short comic. The direction taken with the hive mind and the FBI is pretty interesting. And in addition to being illustrated in a really strong way, I think the writing here could turn out to be good. So don't be fooled by the fact that it starts out with a shower scene. I was skeptical, but it wasn't that bad. And also, I like the idea of a story about an apocalypse that isn't entirely reliant on technology. This comic is kind of old school in terms of its themes. There's sort of a 9/11 theme running in an undercurrent through it, in the sense that it takes place in New York and it's about an event that seems out of the control of authority figures and that supposed authority figures get swept up in. So there's some political intrigue there and a lot of different options for where they could take the heroine's story. So I'm interested to check out the rest of it. Why don't you all read it and let me know what you think that ending means? Anyway, see you next time.